They told me to bring everything back by noon: badge, laptop, keycard. The HR email was precise, almost surgical, polite, detached, and absolutely final. I read it twice. Then again, slower. Return everything by noon. My reply was a single word: understood. And with that, they believed it was finished. 3 months before that moment, it had all begun with a message that wasn't meant for me, a tiny mistake, a crack in the illusion. Her name was Evelyn. HR director. The company's so-called moral compass. I was her shadow operations lead, the one she trusted to quietly fix things before they exploded. We had built that company side by side: sleepless nights, insane deadlines, and shared wins. I trusted her completely. She trusted that I wouldn't see through her. It started changing when Mason, the CFO, entered the picture. She softened around him, laughed more easily, spoke more gently. Then, suddenly, the decisions that once passed through my hands began skipping my desk entirely. Projects moved elsewhere. Budgets shifted. I didn't confront her. I simply watched. Then came the board meeting. Evelyn stood before everyone, smiling, announcing a strategic restructure. Eliminating redundant management roles. My signature was already on the restructuring document, forged. That night, something inside me went still. Not rage. Not grief. Just clarity. I didn't lash out or warn her. I stayed quiet and started collecting things: emails, minutes, property records, every trace she believed she'd deleted. Every hidden transaction masked as consultancy fees. But my masterpiece wasn't digital. It was real estate. The company's newest pride, the training annex they bragged about leasing last quarter. Evelyn had insisted on handling that deal herself. Said it would be cheaper off the books. She'd used a shell company, a lifeless LLC that existed only on paper. But paper has signatures. And signatures. They have witnesses. One of them was me. When she made me sign the initial forms, she missed one crucial detail: the filing order. The LLC registration was still open. The name wasn't locked. So, I registered it myself. Same name, same address, same tax ID. Only difference: I owned it. Her cost-saving lease now listed my company as landlord. So when HR dismissed me, it wasn't personal, just procedure. Evelyn thought she was trimming dead weight before the merger. She never realized the building housing her core training division was no longer hers to occupy, let alone sell. At noon, I returned the laptop, badge, and card. Smiled. Wished them a strong quarter. That night, I sent one email to their legal department. Kindly review the attached property documents before proceeding with the merger. I believe there's a discrepancy in ownership. Then I went for a walk. By morning, the call came. The company's counsel, breathless, panicked. "Why does the lease list your name as owner?" he whispered. I let the silence linger. Then said, "Because I am." Evelyn called next. I almost didn't answer. Almost. No greeting, no pretense. Just, "What did you do?" "Nothing," I said. "You just didn't read the fine print." Her voice cracked, the first real emotion I'd heard in months. "You're going to ruin everything." I smiled. "No, Evelyn. You already did. I'm just cleaning up, like you taught me." Click. Within 48 hours, the merger was dead. Investors fled. Mason resigned for personal reasons. Evelyn was escorted out the same way she'd scripted my own exit: quiet, unseen, without a word. They called it corporate sabotage. I called it accountability. The thing about betrayal: it sharpens your sight. You stop seeing people as they want to be seen and start noticing the cracks. And through those cracks, you can build an entire plan. I didn't destroy the company. I reclaimed what was mine. The training center now operates as an independent consulting firm. My firm. Half their best talent applied within weeks. I didn't even need to advertise. Sometimes, justice doesn't roar. Sometimes, it waits. Times itself perfectly. So when HR said, "Return everything by noon," I did. Every last thing except control. Because while they were busy counting what I'd lost, I was already counting what I'd taken back.